What's up everybody, we're back with another video. Now, in today's video, you guys can kind of tell from the title and thumbnail of the video that I got a new fish, but it's not so much that I went out of my way to buy this fish. It was the fact that a friend reached out to me saying that they were having a hard time dealing with this fish because it was just terrorizing his fish, and he was hoping that I'd be able to give it a good home and hopefully make sure that this guy would not be terrorizing my fish or his fish. So before we get into today's video, please go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, ding the notification bell, and follow me on Instagram where you guys can get daily update on what goes on here in the fish room. So before we get into today's video, I want to go ahead and feed the fish because today is their feeding day and they haven't eaten for about 3 days now, so they can all be fed, we can watch them, they'll then hopefully calm down and not chase each other around, and then I can go into the whole gist of today's video. So just for you guys to wonder, I'm feeding them some shrimp as well as some sinking and floating pellets. So first of all, let's do this. So these guys seem to be doing pretty well. They're now all fed, as you guys can see. They ate and everyone was eating for the most part. I think maybe one fish wasn't, but that's a whole separate video. And I think you guys might have seen the new... Come on guys, I just fed you! Okay, well, one sec. Alright, so the new fish that we got, so the reason why my friend asked me to rescue his fish was because this fish is known to be a bully. Even though it's supposed to be quite a peaceful fish, it can be a bully, and this is the flagtail. So the issue is in this aquarium the flagtail is quite small, but in the aquarium that my friend had him in, he was definitely the biggest fish, maybe the second biggest fish in that aquarium, which says a lot about the size of fish that he had in there. So we did have some peacock bass that were similarly sized but definitely smaller, and a silver arowana that was somewhat bigger, but obviously arowana are long, not quite chunky. So the issue that this guy, my friend, was having was that this flagtail was just giving the bass a hard time. It was unnecessarily aggressive, and it was just not nice to watch. It's kind of like how Edward and the Paku Marshall do it, but the difference is Marshall sometimes fights back, Edward fights back, and it's usually between those two. They don't really do much to anyone else. So the issue was with the flagtail was that nobody was challenging him. He was going about doing his own thing and bullying everyone, and nobody was standing up to him. So it wasn't as if it was a tit-for-tat situation. It was just one bully going around trying to dominate the tank. Now, I know that flagtails can be slightly more aggressive towards silver-colored fish, so I was slightly apprehensive putting him in this aquarium. But if I compare him to the size of my bobs, he is smaller, not by much, but he's definitely smaller, so there are a couple of nipped and torn fins, but I doubt that there's going to be any sort of damage where I have to be worried, because there's such a big school of them. There's 7 tinfoil bobs and 1 lemon bob, so there's 8 of them in total. And so it's going to be difficult for the flagtail to pick them out. And on top of that, the flagtail is definitely one of the smallest fish in this aquarium, so he is now at the bottom of the pecking order. He's not really going to be going around bothering too many fish. At the moment, it looks like he was sucking the slime coat off of my bichir. But, I mean, he himself isn't getting picked on by any of the fish. He does have a couple of, he does have 1 scrape, and he does have a bit of nipping at the top fin, but that's normal for new fish in an aquarium. They are going to get investigated and hassled. You know, it's just how it is for new fish. They like to see what's new, and obviously the bigger fish are going to be a bit more aggressive. Maybe not aggressive, but just a bit heavy-footed, heavy-handed, that's the word. And so, yeah, so he's been in here since Tuesday now, and today is Monday, so it's almost been a week since I got him. So he's doing pretty well. So he's doing pretty well in here. This is more just an update for my friend, just to let him know that his fish is doing well. He had a really nice aquarium. He's got a big 6-foot aquarium coming on his way, so it's going to be an upgrade for all his fish, and I can't wait to see that happen. But yeah, so obviously this is the new fish that we've got. He is going to be an interesting addition to the tank. He's going to be like the bobs. They grow fairly big, but they are slow growing. So hopefully, because my bobs are bigger, they will stay bigger, and that will help to keep the power dominance in the favor of the bobs, so that he doesn't become too aggressive. But again, there's only 1 of him. There's 7 of them, 8 of them. I'm not worried about them. I'm not worried about the big fish. The only thing I'm actually worried about is Marshall. He's getting quite big now. So I've actually got somebody coming over tomorrow, which would be technically today in the evening, to take him off my hands. Because of this, he's getting chased around, he's becoming big, he's banging into things, he's getting hurt. I'm worried he's going to break the tank. I'm worried he's going to hurt some other fish, and I don't really want him to be living his life stuck in a corner. If Edward is the tank boss, that's fair enough, but Edward's not really picking on the smaller fish, and I don't think he will. You know, he's probably might give him a bit of a chase around, but he's never actually going to hit them as hard as he does with Marshall. He doesn't like Marshall because Marshall eats all the food, and Marshall's bigger than him. So unfortunately, I have decided to give him away, and I'm actually giving him away to the owner of Daisy. The chap I got Daisy from, thanks man, is actually going to be the person that I give Marshall to. So he's also going to go to the home with my VA House in Spillum, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I just wanted to update you. We've gotten, like I said, we had loads of things happening last week with the turtles moving around, to these guys, to the angelfish. You know, we had a lot of stuff happening, and so I wasn't able to document everything. I didn't really document the trip for me to go get him, but he's with us now, essentially. And I'd like to see him grow, because these guys get pretty big. He'll fit in with the monster theme. He'll definitely become, wherever these guys go, he will go with them. And hopefully he'll start to, you know, eat and scrape off all the algae, which there isn't actually much in this tank because I keep the lights off. Oopsies. But yeah, you know, it'll be interesting. As you guys can see, there is a pretty big bichir. There's a whole story to him. We'll go into that in the next video. But that's it for today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I hope you guys are all keeping safe. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.